Audio Jungle.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Well, everyone, welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel. It is a clown world. It is a demon world. It is a wild, wild SHTF show that we've got brewing right now. First thing I want to start off with is a congressman or a politician. And he's a Democrat, no less, shows up at a football game. And guess what? He gets kicked out. Kicked out of an NFL game? And boy, am I tired this morning, folks. And this woke me up in a hurry. Why did he get kicked out of the game? For promoting, grooming children? No, he didn't do the normal Democrat thing. Instead, he unfurled a flag and hung it out his executive presser box. And it was a flag that combined both the U.S. flag and the Israeli flag. That's right. I'm guessing the gentleman is a Jewish or Israeli dual citizen. So never mind the politics behind this of, dual citizenship and things of that nature, but trying to show the unity between the countries was enough to get him kicked out of the NFL. So in the NFL, you can hate America, you can hate white people, you can be a racist, you can be an absolute scumbag drug dealer, let's see, you can be a gangster, you can do all manner of filth. But how dare you have a support for a country? You're not allowed that? Wow. Folks, the NFL is lost. I think the only sport left that has a chance is hockey. And I'm waiting for that one to totally ruin itself. Baseball, I think, is toast. And football and basketball, obviously, gone. But that's not the extent of clown world, folks. No. Here's another one. Oh, okay, police, are you for law and order? Or are you for violence? Mayhem, terror. Now, back in 2020, we all got a taste of what happened to the police and sheriff's deputies, sheriff's departments, when we had mild protesting and rioting. Remember that shit? We all had a taste of it. When a couple of hundred protesters in a city could shut a city down. They showed the terrorists, folks, how weak our system is and that it relies, in order for it to operate, on the good behavior of those who live there. And so we watched police being assaulted nightly. We watched police being, attempted murder. Trying to defend police stations, defend themselves, and keep these protesters all tied up. Well, you would think after that worldwide police would be like, you know what? Fuck these crazy ass protesters. No such luck. No, they didn't learn their lesson. They haven't stopped supporting leftist ideology and political chaos that leads to the risk. Now, this is what gets me. I hear, well, I have a right to get home to dinner every night. That fucking brainwashing in the police, right? I need to get home to dinner. That's their fucking worry, is getting another meal. So public safety isn't number one. It's a paycheck and dinner. Okay, fine. If that's how we're going to play the fucking game, right? How are you supposed to get home to dinner if someone's throwing an ice block at your fucking head, or a brick, or shooting off fireworks in your face that are exploding? Right? You're being pelted with rocks. How is that safely getting home to dinner in your family? Right? But so they're supporting it. Now, folks, listen to me. I know a lot of cops don't support terror. I'm not saying that or suggesting it, but there are enough out there allowing this. And here's my example. In England, which is not that different from America, They have a big shot police support and politician type guy. And guess what he did? He was leading one of those Palestinian from the city to, or the river to the sea type marches, encouraging these Palestinian wacko fruitcakes. And by fruitcakes, I mean they're just off their rocker by leading one of their parades. Once again, the police, whose side are you on? The police need to figure this shit out. They really do. The police need to police themselves and find out, right, why this is happening. Now, in defense of the police here, the guy that led this political guy who led all these violent terrorist supporters, looks to be a Middle Eastern. Oh, John, you can't do that. You can't profile. The fuck I can't, right? But that's not it, folks. It's not just the color of your skin that makes you easy to identify. In fact, it really has nothing to do with it. But in hindsight, you can say, aha, there you go, right? That helps show you. It helps show you. But there are enough white idiots out there, these left-wing radical ding-dongs, who hate themselves because of the propaganda. Talk about disinformation, misinformation, and danger to the public. Critical race theory, BLM Marxist theory, the 1619 Project crap is incredible. They showed a bunch of protesters outside of a Boeing plant in rural America, trying to shut it down by blocking the gate, saying, block the bombs. Really? Block the bombing. By stopping mega corporations. Now, Boeing, I believe, is on the Dow Jones. It is a huge corporation, and it is a big indicator of economic prosperity and growth, and also government spending. Boeing isn't just Boeing. There are thousands of companies and millions of workers that work for Boeing and also support Boeing through, ancillary or tertiary businesses. Right? It takes a bunch of businesses and people to support. It takes all their families, everyone around it, neighborhoods, communities, yada, yada, yada. All of that has to be going on. Right? And so these people are blocking that. They probably live there. In fact, a bunch of them probably work there. Idiots. But what are they doing? They're showing the terrorists, hey, have you ever thought about, bombing these people? Right? Since they're using Boeing aircraft, right, to bomb things. In fact, I don't even know if they're using freaking Boeings in the military. What are they using? I don't know. What we do know, folks, is these people are crazy as fuck. And they want to destroy everything. They're terrorists. Terrorists. What was it, a 76-year-old man carrying a flag, Israeli flag, hit in the head by a megaphone, loudspeaker, right, in the street, killed by a pro-Palestinian terrorist. No, protester, John, no. Once you start using violence and the threat of violence to create political action, right? Political beliefs, political decisions to change. Once you start using violence and the threat of it, that is fucking terrorism. That is the definition of terrorism. So they are using terrorism now so that old people, old Jews, old Israelis can't speak. We're now there. Killed the dude. He didn't just bump him, folks. In order to give someone head trauma and kill them, you have to hit them hard. Oh, I just walked by him and tapped him. No. You know blood everywhere. You know this guy was clubbed like a harp seal by a terrorist. This is terrorism. Terrorism. It is unbelievable what's going on, folks. I mean, unbelievable. I can't believe this is America. I can't believe this is America. But believe it, it's real now. This is what these people want. This is what they're doing. The police seem to be allowing it, at least some of them. The politicians are definitely allowing it. The Democrats are finding out that they're going to be targeted. They can't play both sides against these terrorists. Terrorists will just go after them because they want to kill everybody. They aren't going to look at the Democrats as political allies, especially not since Joe is giving Israel weapons. Even though he's promising. He's trying to make them promise. Yeah, he won't give guns. Israel will only give you guns and money and military aid if you don't give citizens guns. Fuck you, Joe. He's full of shit, folks. Full of shit. But that is government these days. You can't believe them. You can't trust them. You can't rely on them. Their answers, their decisions are the worst. Their solutions aren't solutions. They cause more problems. I hope you're prepared. I truly hope you are prepared because this is coming. The radical gay agenda, horrifying. The Antifa BLM agenda, horrifying. Radical Middle Eastern jihadi terrorism will be going off the hook. They're now going to get the terror they wanted. They wanted it from us, folks. They wanted it from right-wing, radical right-wing, homegrown terrorism. They still claim is the #1 threat in the country. Fuck you, FBI. It's not. There's no homegrown about this. The big threat in this country, and it will go off, is Middle Eastern religious terrorism that has been imported by Joe Biden, the Democrats, the Rhino Republicans, and the World Economic Forum / Bilderberg / Illuminati. That's who these people are. Semper Fi, get prepared. God bless America.